I am obsessed with this. I'm kind of having one of those moments where I'm like, why did I ever stop using this? Like, what was I thinking? I don't know. This is what happens. Hello everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. It is Saturday when I'm filming this. I've got quite a large coffee to perk me up, and I'm really excited because we're sitting down and playing with makeup today. I haven't done a makeup video in a little bit, and this is going to be a fun one. Today we are doing a full face of makeup, everything under $10. So I can't wait to share this. And yeah, before we get started, as always, I want to remind you guys of my Sephora/Ulta shopping spree giveaway. Once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be picking one of you to win a shopping spree at Ulta or Sephora worth $100. So all you have to do to be entered into the giveaway is be subscribed to the channel and be commenting on the videos, letting me know that you're here, you're hanging out, and that you want a chance to win. That's it. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, I was talking about this the other day about a combo that I picked up out of my drawer that I had sort of forgotten about and then realized, oh, dang, I really like these products. I need to talk about them again. And then it sort of sparked my idea to do a video where everything is under $10. This is like not a new trend. I did not come up with this idea, but I thought I have never done this. And I know this time of year, money can be tight, especially with everything going on. Like, you're not alone if you're feeling that. I am with you. And so I want to look good for the holidays, whether I'm seeing people in person or virtually, but I don't really want to spend that much money on myself right now because I'm trying to get gifts for everybody else. So these are my favorite products, and I have a full face, okay? So like, we are leaving nothing out. We are even going to start with a little bit of skincare. And technically, you could consider this cheating. Okay, I'm not counting this as cheating, okay? I'm gonna break down some numbers for you, and then you'll see it basically counts. We're off to a good start, right? Like, literally the first product, I'm like, okay, so you see, if you look at it this way, it is under 10, but anyway, this is from e.l.f., which you guys have probably heard of e.l.f. if you shop at Target regularly or if you are a thrifty makeup lover. This is their Super Skincare Mini Trio. My sister got me this for my birthday, and I cannot wait to try this. But I wanted to share because this is such a good little pack. In here, you get a mini, let me open it up for you guys, actually, before I just start going. You get a mini super clarifying cleanser. This has niacinamide in it. Niacinamide in it. And I cannot wait to try this. I love travel size cleansers because my Ride or Die Boscia cleanser is not that easy to travel with. It's oily, so I normally don't bring it with me, but this I definitely will be. Then you get a travel size Super Tone brightening toner with alpha hydroxy acids. And lastly, you get a mini super hydrating moisturizer. First off, can we talk about the colors? Like, this is such a pretty little set. And here's where it's a little bit cheating, a little bit not. This set costs $14 at Target, so it's slightly outside the price range, right? But if you were to buy a full size of this cleanser, I was at Target this morning to look up the prices for you guys. This cleanser is $5, so if you wanted to try the full size, well within the budget. The toner is $7, also within our price range. And the moisturizer is $11. So it's a little bit outside, even if you were to get the full size. But I am counting it because I think this trio would be a great gift if you have a skincare lover. Perfect like stocking stuffer ideas. Or if you are someone who is like, I really need like a little bit of skincare love, but I cannot break the bank. This is the perfect trio. I think cleansing, toning, and moisturizing is the perfect little sort of an elevated skincare routine. You can get it all in one set. And yeah, so we're gonna start. I have already cleansed my face. I didn't use this, but I will be trying this soon. So if you want to see my thoughts, follow me on Instagram because I share a lot of updates and product stuff over there. I'm gonna use the Super Tone. I also love getting travel sizes of toners because it's one of the steps in my routine that I think really makes a big difference. Ooh, this smells kind of like lemons. It's nice. It feels so refreshing on your skin. I'm not even kidding. I really like that. And then I'm gonna pop on a little bit of this super hydrating moisturizer. The thing I like about this is it is a like jelly moisturizer. So it's not too thick and too creamy. It's going to be hydrating, but still nice and lightweight on the skin. You actually really don't need a lot of that. A little goes a long way. Okay, so let's talk primers. I have 2 primers here. Obviously you don't need both, but I wanted to talk about them because I'm a little weird with primers. I feel like I either just completely ignore that step in my routine or I'm very extra and I will normally double prime. Don't ask me how I got to be like this. I do not know. But the first primer I have is the Revlon Photo Ready Prime and Plus Perfecting and Smoothing Primer. This is really nice. I like this a lot. I believe this is $9.99. And if I remember correctly, let me show you this is what it looks like. It's kind of a jelly silicone-y primer. It's just a nice smoothing, refining base, and I really like putting that sort of in my T-zone. But it's not a super heavy like blurring primer. So if you're kind of in between where you want a bit of smoothing but you don't want to be putting a ton of heavy silicones on your skin, this one's nice. Also really nice and affordable. And then I also have this e.l.f. primer putty. If you guys are on TikTok or if you watch a lot of other videos, you probably have seen these because they're all the rage. But I think a lot of people like that mattifying blurring putty primer. I actually have the luminous one. So if you can see, it's a sort of a banana-y color and it's got just a little bit of a pearlescent tone to it. Ignore the fuzzies that were on mine. But I really like sort of taking this on the high points of my face and using it to brighten beneath my foundation. So it just makes your skin look very glowy, adds a little bit of luminance. It's sort of like pre-highlighting. Let's move to foundation. Let's just dive right in. I should not have worn a white turtleneck to film this, but we are doing it. Actually, before we go all the way to foundation, I want to talk about this sponge. This is the EcoTools, I forget specifically what it's called, but it will be linked down below with the rest of this stuff. But it's the EcoTools sponge. This is like $2, okay? And it is such a soft, nice sponge. I like the different facets that it has. And it just does a great job blending. It doesn't get too hard. It gets huge when you get it wet. And it's just, I don't know. It's one of my favorite sponges out there. And for the price, you can't beat it. So I wanted to throw that in because, listen, girl, you do not need to buy a $20 beauty blender, okay? $2. And again, really good stocking stuffer. I almost just went in with my foundation. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Glow Foundation. I went back and forth about what foundation to share with you guys, But ultimately I picked this one because it is sort of a really nice medium coverage, luminous, lightweight foundation. So it's going to work for a lot of people. You can get coverage if you want it, but it's not heavy and it's very natural looking. So if you're someone who doesn't like cake face, which I mean, like, nobody really likes that, but if you like a very natural look, this is still gonna give you that as well. All right, guys, it is time for eyes, and I am so excited to try this palette out. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow in Rose Water. Now, I've not tried this specific palette, but I have tried e.l.f. shadows many a time. I am never disappointed by them. They are so good. And this little trio, these are $3, I believe. This is so pretty. This is a beautiful crease shade. You have two super nice metallics and then a gorgeous dark shade. It's matte, but it has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I just feel like this quad is foolproof. So I'm gonna do a little look today. I'm gonna use all of the shadows in here and just kind of show you guys what I think. I'm not going to use a primer for here because I feel like, listen, if you're trying to save some cash and you want to do your makeup efficiently and affordably, eyeshadow primers are great, but they're really not that necessary. They're best when you need your makeup to look flawless for a long period of time, and with everything that's going on right now, like, let's be real, like, none of us are like going to big events or like doing crazy things where like our makeup needs to look perfect forever. So I would say if you're looking for one piece that you can kind of like cut out or put a pause on, eyeshadow primer is probably the place. I'm already in love with this matte formula. I don't think, yeah, the little shades don't have names, but I'm just taking this second, the little matte shade in the crease, and it is beautiful. The best type of eyeshadows are the ones that you can build up however much you want and that just sort of feather out and you don't have to do anything, and this totally does that. I love that. I'm also using a Morphe M503 brush to blend this in. This is a really nice brush, but we are going to go into the metallics now. I am first going to take the darker one and sort of put it all over the lid, and then I will go in with the lighter one and tap that on the center. So that's what we're gonna do. This is such a pretty, like, true rose metallic. It's pink, but it's not neon, but it's not like that rose goldy tint. I don't know, it's just a really pretty shade. And we'll take this. This is more of a rose gold in my opinion, and kind of just pop that right on the center. And back with the same brush, and I just barely tapped into that matte color again, and I'm gonna just run it through my crease to make sure the metallic meets up with the matte really nice. I am obsessed with this. I've seen people talk about these and they've loved them, and I've just never picked one up until now, and I'm so glad I did it. I'm glad I'm sharing it because these are awesome. I'm just gonna keep using the same brush because it's easier. I feel like it's more realistic too for you guys. Like, do you actually pick up multiple brushes when you do your eyeshadow, or is it kind of like whatever's in your hand is what you make work? I'm going into the dark brown, and I'm just going to lightly apply that to the outer corner to kind of deepen up the look. And now we're going to conceal. I'm going to use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I'm in the shade Fair 20N. And this is one of those products that I pulled back out the other day, and I was like, wait, this concealer is really, really nice, and it is part of what inspired me to actually film this video. So I knew that it had to be a part of the routine. These concealers are $9. And they just like, did you see how easy that blended in? I didn't even need the sponge. To brighten and set that, we are going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is the other piece that I so loved when I tried. taking the Real Techniques powder, Miracle Powder Sponge. It's one of those microfiber sponges. And I'm going to use this to bake under my eye. If you guys know me, you know that I actually really don't normally bake. I don't really like loose powders. This e.l.f. powder changed my mind on that. This is the only powder that I'll use to bake. It's the only loose powder that I actually own at all. So that will tell you a little something about how I feel about this powder. We're gonna do liner now while this sets, and then we'll brush it all away. I'm just gonna take a Sonia Kashuk brush, go back into this little e.l.f. palette, and I wanna do just like a nice powdery smoky liner with this deep color. This technique is also a great way to find like what angles you like your liner to be at, because you can just really easily manipulate the powder. But that is done. I'm going to dust away the extra bake, and then we will add mascara. Okay, for lashes, I want to show you two things. I want to talk about these Ardell Naked Lashes. These are my favorite lashes of all time. You can get these at Target. They're $3 a pair. They're really easy to apply, and they're called Naked Lashes because if you can see, the band is so thin you can't even see it, but they're very easy to apply. And then for mascara, we're going to be using the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. First off, this packaging is really beautiful. The wand looks like this, and this is also $9. So there's a lot of very affordable mascaras at the drugstore or just Target in general. My other favorite is from L'Oreal, the Lash Paradise. I just don't have one of those on hand, but that one is really, really good. This Milani mascara is really nice, and again, a nice affordable option. I feel like we need to add some color to the face because I'm feeling a little pale. So we are going to be using this little trio from Physicians Formula, you guys. I raved about this last holiday season. This is the Physicians Formula Glow Face Palette. This is their Murumura Butter formula. And it sold out really quickly last year when I talked about it, but I saw this year it was back in stock at Target. This is $9.99. You get 3 pans, and it is the most beautiful formula ever. If you're a butter bronzer fan, that's in here. The butter blush, which this is such a pretty neutral tone, and then this highlighter is stunning, and you can kind of see the formula is very soft and putty-like. I have accidentally dug my nail in there a couple times. So I actually really like using this brush in here, and I kind of use one side for the bronzer and then one side for the blush, and I like mixing the colors together. But you can see really quickly how nicely this warms up the skin. Take the other side of the blush and other side of the brush and hop into the blush. This is such a nice glowy blush. I really, really like this. Again, just sort of melting that into the skin. This is sort of a fun option if you are someone who is like really, really wanting the Hourglass palette, but you're definitely not going to spend the cash on that. This is a very similar type palette where you're getting those just like nice glowy powders. These are really, really pretty. And then just add a little bit of the highlight, which I'm just going to apply with my fingertip. Now the face is looking a lot more alive. I'm loving this makeup. We really just need lips and setting spray. So let's talk lips. I have 2 liners here that I wanted to talk about. These are the NYX liners. I'm trying to find the shades. I have Nude Suede and Need Me, and they look very similar because they are. One's just a little bit lighter and one's a little warmer. I'm going to take the shade Need Me, which is, I think, the slightly deeper one, but it's also a little more cool tone, and apply that to my lips. These liners are a really nice formula. They're creamy enough that they are easy to apply, but they're not so creamy that they just like go crazy and fly around your face. Another lip product I love is from Rimmel. This is their Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. This one is in the shade Be My Baby. This is like my go-to liquid lipstick. I love this. I don't think I'm gonna wear it today because it looks a little warm for the eyes, but it's the only shade of this I own because it's the only one I really need. But I did want to share. And then the final lip product, but the one that if you're only gonna get one lip product, get this gloss. This is by Maybelline. These are their lifter glosses. This one is in the shade Ice, and it's like a very nude iridescent pink. If you look, there's a little bit of glitter and like a little bit of shimmer in there, but you really don't see it. It just looks like a clear gloss basically. These are technically plumping glosses, but you barely feel that. It's just the prettiest gloss. They make your lips look so hydrated. They reflect the light really nicely. I don't know, I just really like these. They're not sticky though, they're not heavy, they feel really moisturizing. So a lot of times, honestly, I will just pop this gloss on in the morning just to wear because I think it feels really nice on the lips too. So yeah, this is the final look. That is everything I have to show you guys today. All of this stuff was under $10, full face of makeup, pretty glam face of makeup, and I don't know, I think this would be a really fun holiday look. Like even just how I have it styled now, like a nice white turtleneck, and then you can do the really pretty like frosted berry eyes, and I don't know, it's nice, easy, affordable makeup. What's better than that? So, oh, I almost forgot my setting spray. Let's talk setting spray really quick before I go. This is the NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh Spray, and I really, really like this stuff. My favorite setting spray from the drugstore. It does a really good job, and I would highly recommend. Now that's everything I have to share with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more drugstore makeup on the channel, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to do so. And yeah, that's it for me. I will see you guys again very, very soon.